Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our virtual How to College chat. I'm very excited today to share some PAL tips with you all from our fellow PALs, and I'll let them introduce themselves and share their great tips and advice that they have for you all today.
Hi guys, I'm Katie. I'm actually a senior in college. I'm about to graduate. I'm majoring in integrative biology. And I also attend the honors college. So if you have any questions about that specifically, I know Penny also is in the honors college. So if you have any questions, it'd be great time to ask.
Hello, my name is Stephen Smith, and I am also a senior about to graduate. I'm a geography major, and I hope you guys enjoy USF.
And my name is Penelope, but everyone calls me Penny. I'm a junior here at USF. I'm majoring in both marketing and integrated PR and advertising. I am from Clearwater, Florida, and my pronouns are she, her, hers.
So we can just start with some basic tips. One of the biggest one that we all agree on is first thing you want to do is reading your syllabus and finding out attendance. I know attendance can be a huge thing to tackle in college, especially your 8 a.m.s. But for me, the greatest tip I can offer is actually attending class when you can. I'm not saying attending every single class. Feel free to take a mental health day and do what's best for you. But attending class is the best way to build relationships with your fellow students and really get those great friends and building up that relationship with your professor. For example, later you want to get a letter of recommendation. So attendance, great.
And to add to the attendance, so let's say your first semester is a bit rocky of attendance. It could be because you're not a morning person. Make sure when you're registering for your spring classes that you take a mental note that you were kind of lacking in attendance and create a schedule that will benefit you and will allow you to be able to make it to class.
And I can also add on to that, and like classwork does not just stay within the, hour and a half time block twice a week. It is all throughout the week, and also look into your professor's office hours, even the TA hours. If you have any questions, take advantage of all the resources that USF has to offer. I know that Katie mentioned, getting letters of recommendation, and a great way to do that is when you meet with your professor in their office hours to get to know them and let them get to know you. So you have a really nice personalized letter of recommendation. And just in general, if you're ever lost in your classes, please meet with the professors as soon as possible. Meet with tutors before it gets too late in the semester.
So outside of class, what else can we do? If we want to study somewhere, what should we do? Should we find our own place? Should we stay at home? Do we have any ideas for this?
So for me, I really like going on campus and finding my very own study place. So for me, the best place I found is like these really comfy chairs right next to the bullpen. And I love it because it gives me a bunch of sunlight. I feel like a little plant growing. That's really, but and also it has food. So I love food. Getting snacking while I'm studying. It's just like the environment for me really gets me into that studying mood, and I'm able to complete all my assignments. And I also really like being there. For me, my room is very distracting. I love napping, so I need to be out and I need to be in a different environment. But I also know a lot of people love the engineering building because, again, super sunny, super quiet, great for study vibes.
Yeah, I can also add on to that some of my favorite places to study. I know a lot of first year students live on campus, so studying in your dorm is an option. Every dorm does come with a desk that you can study at, but I know sometimes to just get out of your room and to just see a different environment to just kind of focus. The library is a great place to study. Kind of an unspoken rule of the library is that the first floor is more for collaborative projects, and as you go higher on the levels, up into the fifth floor, which is the highest level. That's the quiet study area, and that's where I usually study. There's study desks, which you can like have plugs and stuff connected. They have all sorts of study options, even little study pods where you like can lay back and study too. Um, You can also reserve study rooms if you want for free through the library. So if you do want to meet in kind of a conference room kind of setting to maybe even work on a presentation, which I've done before, you can easily do that at the library too.
My first year, my favorite place to study, it's the opposite of the library. I enjoyed being in the hub. So it's not quiet, it's loud and noisy, and there's all sorts of things going on. But I needed some other stimulation besides just focusing on my work. And having the drink machine there, it's really nice. You can go grab a slice of pizza, and get like a Coke, and you're good. You're good.
So outside of, schoolwork and kind of finding places to study, another really important tip that we all have is to get involved on campus. There's numerous ways you can get involved. I know a little tip that I have is just to truly like be out there, be outgoing, reach out to people. Like for instance, one of my closest friends I met just because I liked her makeup. And I said, I like your makeup. And she's been one of my closest friends since the first week of school. Everyone in the first few weeks of school are all looking for new friends. Everyone is, moving from all over the state and all over the country and honestly all over the world. Um, so just get out there and everyone wants to meet a friend. So that's what I would recommend to do. Don't hesitate to put yourself out there.
Yeah, don't be afraid to talk to other people. Everyone else is feeling the exact same way as you. I know my first year, I was really scared to talk to people. So I would walk around in onesies or I would just do all these strange things to try to have an icebreaker to people. So you don't have to go to those extremes, but just know that everyone wants to make friends. It's not fun going through the college experience alone. And thankfully, there are thousands of people at this school that you can get to know and enjoy the experience with.
So that kind of stems into one of my other tips I have for you guys. Basically, word of mouth is like the best thing. Very underrated if you ask me, but word of mouth, talking to your friends, talking to even professors about who's the best professor, who's the most nice, who's the best teacher, and copes in ways of like teaching styles and who, like what are the best classes, which ones are the easiest, which ones are the hardest, which ones should you wait to take, and which ones should you get through. So that for me, always talk to your friends, find out this professor was great or this one was just absolute no go. That is just very important. Trust me, it will save you so much energy and pain.
Yeah, I know that's a big one. Whenever I'm in the library, I like to hang out on the second floor, and there are a lot of engineers that hang out there. And especially at the end of the semester, you hear them all talking together about what professors they want to take for their next classes because some of them can be a lot more challenging than others. So yeah, talking to your peers about the classes makes your whole course.
So, on a serious note, another thing besides finding your study place, another good habit you want to get into is finding something that relaxes you. Because I promise you, at some point in your college career, you're going to get stressed out, finals are going to happen, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed. So, you want to have things that calm you down, things that you can just relax. Like, you can go to the beach. A lot of my friends really love water. It's super calming. I personally like meditation. So that's something I especially practice during finals time because I get super stressed and it just helps me relax my mind and then I'm able to jump back into that study mood. So that's a very important habit to just start like thinking about.
And if you
But
don't have, oh, I'm sorry.
sorry. Just to kind of add on to that, the plug, like you said, I know you're talking about the beaches and water. I'm personally from Clearwater, Florida, so just to kind of plug my hometown, there's a lot of beaches around the school. Where I'm from is about 45 minutes away from one of the best beaches in the world. I'm totally not biased because I'm from there, but there's tons of like nature opportunities, beaches. There's a park right by campus, the Riverfront Park where you can even as a student go canoeing and stuff, I think for only $10 a student. Um, and even on campus, the rec and the fit are two of the gyms on campus. If you want to get involved in working out, there's tons of opportunities for like individualized like working out, or if you want to work out in like a group setting, even like Soul Cycle and stuff like that, it's all free of charge as a student.
And to add on to that, if you don't have a means of transportation, there's plenty of the places to get out to on campus. So we have the botanical gardens, you know, you can go out, walk around, enjoy nature. And if you really want to go to a beach, we do have Castor Beach. You know, that was my spot for my first year. You go hang out with some ducks, you know, sit in a hammock and enjoy the good vibes.
So one more tip I have that's just like a little fun little kind of thing is we have these great events on campus, usually every Wednesday, early in the mornings, not super early, around like 9 to like 2. It's called the Bulls Market, and those are just really fun. Just like a great environment to meet like a bunch of different people, and they have a bunch of different booths for a bunch of different things like housing, education abroad, anything. Even we've worked a couple booths just to spread the word about being a pal. So I recommend going. Just for the vibes. Also, usually a lot of booths give out free stuff, so we love free things. They give out t-shirts, water bottles. I love free stuff, so I would recommend definitely going to that because it's really fun.
I could totally agree with that. I'm a huge fan of tote bags, and I feel like every single time I go to any Bulls Market event, I leave with even more tote bags. So I love it. I love all the fun stuff, and you can get involved on campus through that kind of. I think our main tip that we have is just it's never too early to get involved on campus, no matter if you're a first semester freshman or even it's never too late either. You can always get involved on campus. And Bulls Market is a great way to get involved on campus, especially sometimes clubs will come out and show off what they can, like what opportunities there are for students. But I know coming into the college environment can be a little bit stressful, you know, moving away from home and being on your own for the first time. But USF is here to help you make this a very fun and comfortable experience your next 4 years. And there's just tons of opportunities to just get involved and get to meet your new people here at the university. So that's my main tip.
And then I think a final tip that we want to leave you guys off with is to make sure to celebrate yourself. Like you're doing all this hard work, you're constantly in the library studying, you're involved on campus, and it may take up a lot of your time and sometimes could be very stressful. But make sure to celebrate the little steps. It just makes the whole journey more inviting and thrilling.
Yes, this is a big thing that I've figured out even like my senior year because like I just read this question online. Like, when's the last time you congratulated myself? So like when's the last time you congratulated yourself? And for me, it's been a while. So that's kind of sad. Okay. You should be celebrating yourself. Like you get through finals, you took a really hard test. Even if you failed it, you still got through it. Okay. You are in college, like you are taking a big step in your life, and it's very important that you're acknowledging the big steps that you're taking and really celebrating yourself because I swear you'll get stressed and you don't want to like forget how important you are as a person. You're your number one hype man. I always believe that.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for sharing those wonderful tips. I'm sure that everyone got some really great pieces out of those, and I'm really excited to see how that all works out for them. So, again, a big, big thank you to all of our pals for taking the time out of their day to share their wonderful tips. And follow us on Instagram at USF_NSC for any questions. If you have other tips that you want to hear about, let us know in our comments or DMs, and we'd be happy to connect you with another pal. Thank you all. Have a great day.